A very good morning, doctor. So today I'm going to explain about the business rules and ERD for our assignment. So I'm going to explain our ERD based on our stated business rules. So first of all, first requirement right here, one staff can only work for one branch. Uh, so this is the okay. Let's highlight. So one staff can only be employed in one branch. So the first requirement is checked. Secondly, each branch consists of a maximum of 8 staff. So one branch can employ at a minimum 1 to maximum 8 staff. So right here, the second one also checked. Okay, the third one. There are two types of staff, bakers and salesperson. And each staff must be either one. So each staff must be either one. So highlight this. So this will be the must will be mandatory. Either one will be the all. So let's highlight this mandatory all right here. And two type of staff. So two type of staff, baker and salesperson. Okay. Oh, okay. So this one is checked. And these two, every baker must at least one product, must make at least one product. And the second one will be each branch baker can make each product. Uh so this one can be found within this relation. So one to many baker can make one to many product. So these two is checked. And each order has to request at least one product. So order one product. This relationship right here. One product. At least one product. Checked. And then each product is optional to be included in the order. For this is like the product are not necessary to be found in order, which means this have to be zero to many, because product not necessary or is uh is optional to be included in the order. So zero to many right here. So this one's also checked. And then each customer must make at least one order. One customer makes each order. So right here. So each customer must make, so customer one to one, one to one, and then one to many, at least one to many order make. Okay, so checked. Okay, so one customer makes each order also right here. One to many. Okay, so this one also checked. And then the last two, each salesperson must at least receive one order, and one salesperson receive each order. So right here. Okay, right here. So each salesperson must at least receive one order. So at least minimum one. So one salesperson receives each order, so one to many right here. Okay, so these two are checked. So that's all for my explanation towards the business rules and ERD. So I will pass to my next teammate for further explanations toward the normalization, I think. Yeah. Okay. That's all for me. Thank you so much. I will continue later on. Thank you.
Good day, doctor. My name is Sukashu. My metric number is 28410. I'm going to present the relationship between tables. Foreign key is a column or columns of data in one table that refers to the primary key data in another table. Foreign key constraint is used in SQL to prevent actions that could break the links between the two tables and prevent incorrect data from being added to the foreign key column. To ensure the links between a foreign key and primary keys are not broken. Why do we need foreign key? We need foreign key to help to maintain the data integrity of relational database. They ensure the existence of a value in the primary table and the accuracy of the foreign key reference in the primary table, even if the primary table is changed or deleted. In the branch table, branch code is the primary key that uniquely identifies each table and contains the value that the foreign key refers to. In the baker and salesperson tables, branch code is the foreign key that links the two tables relating back to the branch code value in the branch tables. When a primary key in the table is changed, the set of associated foreign keys are also changed. For example, if the branch code for B001 is changed, so the backer and the salesperson which from the branch code B001 are also changed. A primary key column in the original or parent tables can be targeted by multiple foreign keys from other tables in the database, which are called child table, but a primary key does not have to be the target of foreign keys. For example, B001 has many backers and salespersons, such as S102 Eric Tan, S123 Ayana Asli, S103 Nohanis Faslan, and also S122 Mendy Lee. So let's move to next relationship. In the salesperson table and customer table, staff ID and customer ID is the primary key. In the customer order, staff ID and customer ID is the foreign key. In the customer order, order ID is the primary key. In the product table, product ID is the primary key. However, in the order line table, order ID and product ID is the foreign key. In the backer table, staff ID is the primary key. In the product table, product ID is the primary key. However, in the product quantity, staff ID and product ID is the foreign key that links the two tables relating back to the staff ID values in the backer table and also product ID in the product table. That's all from me. Thank you, Doctor.
Have a good day, Dr. Shaida. My name is Ko Jun Xiang and my metric number is 2x7194. So next I will explain the query. So first is the create table queries for all table. So from the relational model, we have 8 tables. So we need to create 8 table in the SQL database. So here got the branch table, baker, salesperson, customer, customer order, product, order line, and product quantity table. So all of the table have their attributes, the data type and the range, and also a constraint for their primary key and also the foreign key. So next is the C2 alter any table. So in this alter any table, we use the alter table to change the customer order, the attribute of customer order, which is order date, change the data type of order date from the data type of date to the date time data type. So the date data type didn't contain the times specific time, and the date type contain the specific time. So as you can see, this table, the order date data type is date, and after we use the command outer table customer order outer column order date time, it will change the data type to the date time. So the C3 insert all data. So here is the example, all of the example with data we insert into our SQL database system through the sample run. So that's all from this part.
So doctor, I would like to continue with the update function in our database. So as we can see, this is the table in our database. It has the salary and working experience. If we decided to raise their salary by 10% for those staff who work more than 10 years, so we can do this to our database. So we can type update to update those data and set salary 10%, where working experience is, this is like a requirement where working experience is more than 10 years. So the result will be example the first one. So this one she worked more than 10 years 20 year right here. So she deserves to add another 10% for her salary. So before the update, her salary will be 10,000. After the update, her salary will be 11,000 right here. So for another instance, this one, the exactly 10 years, more than 10 years, sorry, the 12 year right here. Before the update will be 7,000, and then after the update will be 7,700. So we will continue to the view part. So this is the command, and we use the subquery techniques right here, and afterwards this command is execute. We just have to key in this to view the customer order January 2023. For this one, we use the multi-table query and combine with the command right here. So if we want any customer product type, we just type this into our query. So this also using the subquery, same techniques, multi-query, to view all this. So the logic thinking is just the same for this for us to check for their tables. So I will pass it to my teammate. So that's all for my part. Thank you so much.
Next is drop any view. So this figure show the 5 views created just now. So after the drop view customer order January 2023, the view is being deleted. So next is create 5 subqueries. This beneficial to the owner, which the owner can easily find the data from one table or specific table. So let's see some example. For the first one, get the staff. The owner want to get the staff name and baker who earns more than the average salary. They can use the queries by select the staff name, staff ID from baker where salary is higher than the select average salary from baker. So this is the basic query to find the data from one table. So let me re-execute it. They can find the staff name and staff ID where their salary is higher than the average salary. So the 2, 3, 4, and 5 is also some sample run and the sample output. So I will just skip it. So next is create 5 multi-table queries. Means then the owner can find the data from more than one table. So let's see for the first example, get the order date and amount of order belonging to customer in Batam Perdana. So they can use select C dot, why C dot means because the customer order C, I use C to replace it, means the order date from customer order and the order amount from customer order, where the situation is customer ID from the customer order is same with the customer ID of customer table, and the customer address in customer order is like Batam Perdana. So let me execute it in SQL. It will show the output, the order date and the order amount from the customer order, which the address is Batam Perdana. So we can see another example, get the baker name with their working experience and skill who make the high popularity products based on the working experience. So this comment contain 3 different tables. So which is table baker, product and product quantity. So we need to select distinct. Distinct means the data not redundant, not duplicate. So select the distinct staff name, working experience and skill from the baker table, where the situation is the staff ID from the baker is same with the staff ID in product quantity, and the product ID in the product table is same with the product ID in the product quantity, and the product popularity of the product is equal to high, and is ordered by means arranged by the baker working experience. So let me run it. So you can see here's the staff name and the working experience and their skill from the baker table, which their product is high, and the order by the working experience means the working experience is from small to the large ascending order. So the 3, 4, 5 also some another example. I will just skip it. So for the last one, it is creates 5 queries that include aggregate function, means the maximum, minimum, and average codes. So let's see first one, select minimum and maximum. So in this coding, we will select the minimum salary, and the column name is min, and the maximum salary, the column name is max, and the average salary, the column name AVG. So here we'll see the minimum salary, maximum, and their average here. So the 2, 3, 4, 5 is also some another example. We just skip it. So in the conclusion, I think the owner need this database system because it is beneficial to them. The database system is helpful for them to store the data efficiently, which they can store the data separately by group or of the entity. So the owner also can use the database management system to find the specific data easily and efficiently. It can save up a lot of time. So furthermore, in a long-term business, which is bakery store business, the data information of all the entity need to store will become more and more because the long-term one. So this database system is important to them to store all the information, and this is beneficial to the owner where they want to track back the data in further situation. They can save more time and easily find out the data they want to track. So that's all from our group. Thank you.